Splash!
Hey, mid.
No good.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Woo! Let's go. How we feeling, Shake? 7-7.
I like a close game.
Me too.
No reach. Hands up. Hands up. Ooh.
There we go.
Can't stop me in the paint. Let's go.
The Pistons earlier, arriving at the arena. Hard to imagine a group looking more confident than this on the road. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. They've got Chandler, Waiter out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Murray, and it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. And for Philadelphia, Nesmith is out there with Embiid. Then there's Rodgers. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And at certain points of the season, Clark, it's easy to get complacent and take your foot off the gas pedal.
Kevin, it's really hard to maintain that same energy level throughout the season. You're going to have some dips, especially around the midway point. The great teams understand how to stay together and keep after it, even in the midst of those momentary dips.
Outside for Murray, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Sixers ball.
And there's the foul. It's on the Waiter. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here is Rodgers. Down low. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Thompson. Here's the Waiter. Chandler's shot. Good.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
Here is Rodgers. His last outing, 16 points for him. Tries to save it, and out of bounds. The Pistons will take it.
Great ball.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. The Waiter passes to Booker. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that's lethal. I love how Booker's eyes light up when he gets a mid-range opportunity.
Pass to Murray. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Booker the pass to the Waiter. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
And there's the... So it's the Pistons now. Joel Embiid out there with Nesmith. Then it's Bridges. And it's Podziemski in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
That's his
I had a chance to check out the numbers for the waiter. He's been dominant over the last month. First in assists. And he pressures the ball and forces turnovers at a rate that's remarkable. How about second in the league in steals per game?
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. Bridges with the steal. Pass to Pajemski. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pistons.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Well, how about the transition game, too? I mean, that's been another key for them, moving the ball quickly up the floor. Let's see if they can keep that up.
The waiter passes to Chandler. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Well, it was the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Raptors. Clark, the Sixers proposing to build a new arena by 2031 in the Fashion District area of City Center in Philadelphia.
And, you know, Kevin, currently all this city's major sports teams play in the sports complex here in South Philly. The Sixers are hoping for their own building in the center of things.
The 76ers trail by 8. Bridges with it. Now guarded by the waiter. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got 8 points here in this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The drive by Mitchell. Good D by Embiid.
Boy, that defense smothered them in there. Love the intensity.
Here's Pajemski. Rebounded by the Pistons. Thompson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And it's Thompson with the jam.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Bridges with it. He's got 12. Embiid kicks to Bridges. Misses the 3. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. They're leading by 8. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
The foul trouble was a big chunk of it. I mean, it's hard to mount a comeback when all your key guys, your main players, are watching from the bench.
Number 7.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Pajemski. Covered by Mitchell. Got loose. Here's the waiter. He had 16 points in the win against Charlotte. He dishes it to Chandler. And we've heard defensive-minded players, Greg, say, man, everything is a foul nowadays. You can't even touch the guy. You can't defend. Do they have a point?
It's getting tough, isn't it? I mean, you can't use your hands. You have to be set. It's almost like they want defenders to be traffic cones.
The 76ers trail by 12. Here's Pajemski. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
The strength of Embiid on display.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Deep 2 from Murray. Fires the jumper from the corner and got the lead up to 12 now for the Pistons. And Philadelphia calls time here. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Here's Embiid. Last game he had 10 points. Here's Nesmith. Rejected by Murray.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Passes it to Embiid. He's covered by Thompson. Out to Bridges. Trains the three-pointer. Bridges has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
The 76ers trail by 11. Pass to Podziemski. Another three for Philadelphia.
They are definitely shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
To the inside. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 12 points in the game.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
He's covered by Thompson. Bridges outside. 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a three. Another three for Philadelphia.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Here's Thompson. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his third.
76ers have shot 10 of 13. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
With the score, your 76ers 61. The Pistons 64. And how about a big round of applause for your Sixers?
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The 76ers trail by 3. On the court for the Pistons, we've got Murray. Booker out there with the waiter. Then it's Thompson, and it's Chandler in at the 5 down low. Here's Murray. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Murray, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Murray's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Detroit. Philadelphia's gone outside a lot tonight, 17 times in fact, 7 of 17. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, the waiter in the last matchup against the Hornets was tremendous. He scored 16 points, and his passing was a cut above, with a ton of assists on the night. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. We'll see what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Murray, good.
Well, you know, that part of Murray's game has to be there for him, and I know how hard he's worked to improve his three-point shooting. Good to see.
How about Joel Embiid? A high-risk, high-reward pick turns into a superstar.
Yeah, that's well said, Greg. I mean, he sat out 2 years before even seeing the NBA court. Sustained a foot injury before being drafted. Persevered through that. And is now one of the most dominant big men and players in the game.
Kicks it to Murray. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter. The pass to Chandler. The Pistons working the ball around now. Pass to the waiter. In the corner, Murray with it. Right wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the 76ers.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
Sixers ball.
Inside, here's Murray, and he hits it to tie the game up. Murray's got 9.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Here's the waiter. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Thompson right side. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
First personal foul.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
The Pistons shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. The 76ers trail by 3. Rodgers passes to Murray. Murray with the defensive effort.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Shot clock at 6. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Unloads. That one a little long.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Murray. Rebound by Murray. Pistons leading by 3.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Pistons shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Devin Booker, and Chandler throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
But, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Here's Thompson. Pass to the waiter. Chandler kicks to Thompson. There's the dish to Mitchell. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Now here's Murray. He's got 9. That one goes. Count it.
You know, that's a shot some teams are willing to give Murray. The more he knocks it down, the more dangerous he'll become.
The waiter passes to Murray. Here's the waiter for 3. Here's Chandler, and he uses the glass on the layup. Chandler's got 4 this quarter.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Rodgers passes to Neesmith. To the wing on the left. Chandler with the defensive effort. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for Detroit. They've led by as many as 14 points.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense in no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And there's the foul. It's on the way. That will get him his... The Pistons trail it. We've got Rodgers. Neesmith is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Bridges. And it's Pajemski in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Booker the pass to Cortez. Murray for 3. And there's the shot. Clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Pass to Rogers. And there's the foul. It's on the way. That will be foul number 5 on him.
That's his 5th.
Yeah, that's number 5. One more, and he is going to be done for the day.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Chandler with the block. Now Detroit moving it up. Here's Booker to tie it up. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's his first personal
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Free throw no good for Chandler. The 76ers shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's Pajemski. He's guarded by Chandler. Pajemski's shot is good.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. And he's getting to a spot, shooting the ball with confidence. Excellent turnaround.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now.
The shot's good from Rogers.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Booker against Bridges. Yes, that goes in. Booker's got the game tied up here for the Pistons.
And what a baller Booker is, capable of torching you from any spot on the floor.
Bridges against Booker. Bridges passes to Embiid. Rebounded by the Pistons. Chandler's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Booker against Bridges. To the paint. Chandler with the block. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. The waiter passes to Murray. There's the pass to the waiter. Shoots. Misses off the right iron. 76ers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter.
And he has started. Turn it on now after that slow start.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Murray's checked in for the 76ers. The waiter passes to Booker from the arc. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And the Pistons lead by 3.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Rogers can't make the basket.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Rogers pulls it in. Rogers has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
And it's time for an injury report. Now an update on Ben Simmons from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Philadelphia let me know the stats. He told me that there is tendonitis in the knee, and it's causing him a lot of problems. The pain has just become too much. Unfortunately, they've ruled him out for tonight and likely for the foreseeable future. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Here is Rodgers. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Detroit with the rebound. Chandler's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. Here's Booker. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. Booker's got 7 points for the quarter.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And the 76ers call time here.
Boy, somebody needs to get these guys fired up so they attack the glass. They're not putting up much of a fight, and this led to way too many second chance shots.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He said they played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities.
Defensive foul.
That, he said, is the difference in this game. They have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And, you know, one look at Murray's game, and you can tell he's been well coached over the course of his career. His awareness, his work ethic, this guy is just always bringing it.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Here's Rodgers. Lays it up off the glass. Rodgers has got 23.
Shots are just flowing him right now, having a really strong quarter.
The waiter passes to Booker. Out to Thompson. Pass to the waiter. Murray outside. To the paint. Here's the waiter. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Booker outside. They shoot again. And Thompson gets it to go. Thompson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Passes it to Nesmith. A three. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Murray, no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here is Rodgers. With the floater. Chandler with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. Now, here's Nesmith. He's covered by Murray. Clock at 4. Rodgers hits the three-point bomb. He's got 26.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Detroit's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. The waiter passes to Thompson. Here's the waiter. Back to Thompson. Pass to the waiter. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
The shot's good from Rodgers. Rodgers has got it all tied up now for Philadelphia.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Offensive rebound. The waiter passes to Thompson. Here's the waiter from deep. Good on the triple.
17.
The waiter's got 13 points in the second half.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Rogers, and the layup's good off the glass.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Murray outside. To take the lead. He takes it up and lays it in. And we'll get a look at how the Husselstadt game has been going for Philadelphia.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
Goes back up. The waiter passes to Booker. Rebound by Murray. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Rogers against Thompson. And here is Neesmith. And Chandler sends it back. Here's the waiter diving in. Murray outside. The waiter passes to Murray. And Embiid with the block.
Don't test Embiid now. An impact defensive player is what he is.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
At the line for your Sixers.
Both good from the line that time.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
The waiter passes to Thompson. And here's Booker. Pistons passing it around. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to just one on the bucket from Thompson.
Number 7.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
Yeah, you want to get those sure things down the stretch, and that close to the bucket, he is a sure thing.
The waiter passes to Booker. Plenty of space. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Murray scanning the floor. The shot, no good. Good D by Booker. Here's the waiter, guarded by Rogers. The waiter passes to Murray. Here he goes. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
Murray against Booker. Murray down low. He can't get it to go. Detroit's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. The waiter passes to Chandler. And another assist for him.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. And Philadelphia calls time here. They're trailing by 3. There's 47 seconds left in the game. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, the waiter.
As the ringleader of their offense, he has been on his game tonight. Spreading the ball around, keeping everyone involved, making sure the offense never gets bogged down. He's just giving them just what they needed at that point guard position.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Murray, no good.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
The waiter passes to Thompson. The tray, good on the three-point shot. Now it's a 6-point Detroit lead.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They trail by 6. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Who wants us? Get up and make some noise. Let me hear you once again. Get loud Philadelphia 76ers ENT.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Murray. Over Booker. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Coming up clutch. Murray loves having the spotlight on him.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Shooting for Detroit.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion. No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Here's Murray. Three-pointer, and Thompson sends it back. And so the Pistons take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late,
shot. Good board.
Ooh.
Oh, that was me. That's my fault.
Good block. Okay, 13-14. Let's go. Gotta get a stop here. We got a good one, Shake. I know when you're quiet, you're locked in.
Oh, yeah.
Stay with him. Good D, good D. Stay with me.
And that's the player introductions completed. So it... Season's greetings and Merry Christmas. A look at the Pistons starting group. They've got Thompson, and it's Jeffries in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for the 76ers, Merry Christmas to all who celebrate. Lots of love about this holiday, especially the slate of hoops.
And it's become like a tradition for us in the NBA where we play on Christmas. And, of course, the best teams play on this day. So if you get to play today, it's a sign of you're really kind of making it in the league because all the eyes are on you.
And so here is Philadelphia. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. Puts it up from 12. Here's the waiter. To the middle. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Here's Rogers. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist.
Oh, nice play by Embiid. Not just holding it, moving the ball.
Here's Booker. He's off on that one. Embiid with a nice defensive effort. Down low. Here's Neesmith. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's the waiter, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
The free throw drops from Murray.
Well, we know Murray lives with the ball in his hands. That's what makes his improvement at the line so crucial.
And here's Thompson for three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Keeps the defense guessing. They don't know who to try to take away.
Now here's Embiid, trying to make up for his poor performance in that loss to Detroit. They kick it out to Murray. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Murray's got 6 points.
You see the game plan is working already. 4 straight makes to start this one. Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Here's Rogers, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Here's Embiid, the waiter with a rebound.
And that was a heat check right there. First miss of the night, but still shooting 80% as a team. He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Rogers, that's good.
Great vision. Murray's such a complete player.
For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week, and they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Here's Rogers. Last game with 30. Here's the waiter. Pass to Booker. From downtown. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
And I like how Booker is selective taking threes. Makes it count when he does take one.
Here's Rogers. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Joel Embiid.
Shooting for Detroit.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Booker against Murray. He takes it in. And it's Murray finishing it off.
From the moment when he sticks his foot in the ground and puts his head down, DeJounte Murray is explosive and fast.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
Pass to Rogers. Driving to the basket. A clear look for Embiid. The Pistons clear it. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
Here's Rogers. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. Murray scanning the floor. Over Booker. And counted from 12 feet. Murray's got 10.
That's just a case of DeJounte Murray wanting it more.
To the inside. Here's Jeffries. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Assist from number 17.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
They were out-hustled on the boards the last time these teams met.
Pass to Thompson. Inside, the waiter. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Rogers. He has 6. And here's Murray. And here's Embiid. Booker defending. Embiid gets the bucket.
And there's the process at work. Embiid rolls off the pick and right into scoring position.
The waiter. Pass to Thompson. Pass to the waiter. Now here's Booker. And stolen by Murray. And now the Sixers on the break. Here's Rogers. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
Still Sixers ball.
And here's a rundown of the teams that have not wasted their opportunities at the line in the last month. The Pistons, number 1. Second, the 76ers.
Neither team's been missing from the foul line. It's a coach's dream to convert those freebies.
And the 76ers making a change here. Saric checked in. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Detroit has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Here's the waiter. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
And here's Saric for 3. Rebound Detroit. Here's the waiter to the paint. A nice shot by Jeffries. Jeffries has got 10 points in the game.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Murray, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Murray against Booker. Pass to Neesmith. Here's Rogers. Sinks it from distance. 9 points in the game.
Uh-oh, starting out in rhythm. That's 4 out of 5 he's hit, and we're only in quarter number 1.
Detroit calls timeout.
Substitution on the court.
The Pistons leading. Here's Mann. 9 points in his last outing. Pass to Chandler. Tries again. Doesn't go that time. Saric with some nice D.
Number 17. That's his second personal foul.
And the 76ers shooting an excellent 56% in this quarter. Here's Neesmith. Now Saric. Here's Podziemski. Another three for Philadelphia.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The waiter. Pass to Murray. Here's Mann. And so far he's averaging 7 points a game. And that one's good. The waiter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Here's Rogers. Hits a three-point game. Pass to Saric. It's Bridges on the wing. Clock at 6. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Great anticipation defensively. I love how he turned an easy look into a difficult play.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Detroit.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point, doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Here's Podziemski. 17 points for him last game against Detroit. The rebound by Chandler.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And the first one at the line is good. That one misses. The Sixers trailing. Here's Bridges. Counted.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Detroit has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. The waiter. Pass to Murray. Here's the waiter. He's guarded by Bridges. That one's good for 2. And the Pistons lead by 6.
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
And the 76ers shooting 55%. An ideal start so far. Pass to Podziemski. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one's off. And the Pistons.
Substitution on the court.
Setting the floor for the Pistons. They've got Trey Mann. And it's Jeffries in at the 5, down low. Here's Rogers. No good from outside. Detroit has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Oh, and that one, no question. Powered it down.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Pass to Embiid. Back to Murray. And there's the rejection. They retain possession. It's good. The Pistons have gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. Unloads from 13. Again, the Pistons score.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Got a hand on it. Here's the waiter. He's got 5. Pass to man. Here's the waiter. Right wing. Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. No good on the 3. The 76ers have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Here's Rogers. He's got 13. Pass to Šarić. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his third personal
And teams
foul.
running their offense through their star players. What's the balance there, keeping everyone else involved and engaged, man?
You know, B.A., that's a tricky one. You want your playmakers making plays, but your defenders and role players, they play harder when they feel involved.
And the 76ers making a change here. Neesmith's checked in. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Inside. Out to the right wing. Here's Rogers. Buries it from 3. He's got 16.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now. That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. 8-point game. Defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
If you can't match up on the boards, you are not going to win games. That's got to be a big lesson from that game.
They weren't aggressive on the glass. They weren't blocking out. That puts you behind the 8 ball every single time. Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Out to the wing. Here's Rogers. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Well, the waiter in the last matchup against the 76ers put on a show. He picked up 18 points, and he was dealing assists all around. He was such a difficult matchup in that one. We'll see how he follows it up tonight. Brian?
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
Fires in the triple.
4-3.
Incredible. He will hit that from another time zone.
The 76ers have gone 8 of 15 in the second. And he banks in the layup.
17.
Detroit has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Jeffries, no good.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Murray for 3. And it's Tyson with a rebound. Tyson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Down low. Here's the waiter. Finished off the break. The waiter's got 10 points in the game.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
The Pistons making a switch here. Philadelphia has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Pass to Murray. Tries it from 16. Detroit with a rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Missed inside. Detroit has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Here's the waiter. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
The Sixers trailing. Here's Rodgers. He's got 22. And that one drops. 24 points for him.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Pass to the waiter. Udo. And Detroit again with the bucket.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
The 76ers shooting a solid 50% throughout the second. And 101 left in the first half of basketball. And there's the 3-second violation. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Portland, going up against the Blazers. Then on Friday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets.
And looking at the Timberwolves matchup, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they're able to execute their game plan as it should be a close one.
And another dime for it.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Pass to Pajemski. There's 39 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. Chandler, he's checked in for the Pistons.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Pajemski, defended by Murray. And it's good. 2 points. Pajemski's got 6 here in the quarter.
Took him a while to get going, but here in the second quarter, he's found his rhythm.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
That's his second.
The first one fall. And we finished off one half of play.
The score.
The Pistons on top.
76ers, 59. The Pistons, 69.
And welcome back, one and all, for more NBA Christmas Day action. So it's Philadelphia now, trailing by 10. To the inside. Oh, stolen by Embiid. And now the Sixers on the break. And for Detroit, they've got Thompson. And it's Jeffries in at the center position.
The percentages from range aren't there yet for Murray, but his confidence never seems to waver.
Pass to Booker. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Here we go, the Sixers on the break. Here's Rodgers. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 5 assists in the game. Detroit has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Here's Tyson. Over to the wing. The waiter. Pass to Thompson. Shoots. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. And it's Murray with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Rogers. Banked it in off the glass. And he's got 28 now.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
The waiter. Pass to Thompson. Here's the waiter. Here's Tyson. Give him 8. Shoots over Neesmith. Tyson with the bucket. Tyson's got 10 points. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Rogers. The Pistons clear it. Tyson's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Their first miss after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
It's hauled in by the Sixers. Murray's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle. Neesmith. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal foul.
First free throw's good.
Team foul. At the line for
both shots good from the stripe. The Pistons have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. The waiter. Pass to Thompson. Here's the waiter. 3-pointer. And that one's no good. He's 5 of 7 in this one.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Embiid can't hit. The Pistons leading. It's Booker on the wing. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Murray. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Rogers. Murray against Booker. Murray inside. 15 points in the game. Excellent D there from Booker. The waiter, no good. And for Philadelphia, they're shooting at a respectable 49% to the paint. Murray's shot is good. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Timeout called, the Pistons.
Here they come. Nice round of applause for your 76ers ENT. Let me hear you once again.
Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
76ers ENT.
Detroit has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the 3-point line in this game. Down low. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
Booker against Murray. Shoots over Booker. Murray, no good.
Good offense beats good defense? Not always.
Here's Thompson. And that one drops for him. And now it's a 5-point Detroit lead.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Here's Rogers. 28 points for him. Outside Murray. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation. Detroit ball. Substitution on the court.
Now Embiid, he's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. The rebound by Chandler. Detroit has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. The waiter, pass to Murray. Here's the waiter. 12 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Gets the 3 ball to go. The waiter's got 15.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul. Third.
All right, guys,
foul.
let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
Yeah, they've also worked at pounding the ball inside. It gave them high percentage looks all game, and it's paid off.
Assisted by
6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Pajemski. Here's Sasser. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. And there it is for him. And the 76ers lead by 1. Detroit has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Here's Mitchell. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Kevin Durant talked about what keeps him going. He said, quote, simply put, I enjoy hooping. I like when the ball goes through the rim, working on my game, building with the team. It gives me joy that I crave, a kid-like energy. So I'm going to keep chasing that feeling. And the second that goes away, I'll call it quits. Brian?
Allie, thank you. Here's the waiter. 15 points in the game.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Close game here in Philadelphia. Here's Sasser with the drive. The waiter with a rebound. The waiter's got his 4th rebound in this one.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 6 in the quarter.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Here's Sasser. 7 points in the game.
Pistons foul. Chandler. That's his 3rd personal foul. Fourth team foul.
To the left wing. Bridges outside. 6 to shoot. Misses the jumper. Detroit has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the 3rd quarter. Here's the waiter. He's got 18. To the inside. Uses the glass on the layup. And now it's a 5-point Pistons lead.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Pass to Bridges. Oh, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Here's Murray. Knocks it loose. Mitchell with the ball. Pass to the waiter. Now Murray. This one for 3. Pajemski grabs the board.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look. And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
Here's the 3. Knocks down the long J. The waiter's got 11 in the second half.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Inside, Sasser. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And so here is Philadelphia following the score by Detroit. That one falls. Sasser's got 13 points in this quarter.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
Pass to the waiter. The 3. It goes. He's 10 for 13. So much confidence.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Sasser can't hit. Here's the waiter. Off on that one. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. Pistons ahead. They're up by 5. And coming up as soon as we... And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Pistons leading. They've got Joel Embiid. And it's Sasser in at the point guard. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Thompson, that's good.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Bridges. Great D that time from Murray.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
And he knocks down the first one. The Pistons making a switch here. Jeffries is checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Here's the waiter. 60 ticks off the clock here in the 4th. Thompson, no good.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that. That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Number 17.
And it's Murray with the ball for Detroit. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. They're getting into the back half of a 4-game road trip. And here's Thompson for 3. Drills it from deep. Thompson's got 6 here in the quarter.
Right now he's being too passive and not looking for his shot enough. He needs to be more aggressive and get more shots up because he's shooting well.
Pass to Rogers. Tipped away. Down low. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
The waiter with a rebound. The Waiters got rebound number 5 here tonight. Thompson passes to Jeffries. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
I just love the ball.
And here are the Sixers now, trailing by 13. Pass to Embiid. Here's Pajemski. To the inside, Rogers. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Rising to the challenge. He's given them everything he's got.
To the paint. Another possession, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
Looking like Scott Skiles right now with all these dimes. Now here's Embiid. To the middle. Can't get it to fall. And here are the Pistons. They're on a 14-6 run. Jeffries, the pass to the Waiter. Pass to Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. With some arc, and that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 32 points.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Here's Jeffries. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. The 76ers have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. And Philadelphia calls time here. And with expansion whispers continuing to grow, Smitty, If it happens, you figure there would have to be some realignment.
Yes, B.A. Most likely a team would move to the east, presenting chance for the NBA to change the layout of the league, might add a division and find ways to cut down on travel.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Murray. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. The Pistons have gone 8 of 9 here in the fourth quarter. And here's Thompson for three. Another three for Detroit.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Here's Tyson. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Tyson. Second chance shot. Pajemski grabs the board. The 76ers shooting about 43% since the fourth quarter began. Now here's Embiid. The Sixers again can't hit. The waiter, the pass to Jeffries. Here's Tyson. No good. Nice D from Bridges. Now Philadelphia with it. It's an 18-point game. Ooh, Thompson with the block. Here's the waiter. To the inside. Tyson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his third personal foul.
First free throw is good.
Foul.
Neesmith, he's checked in for Bridges.
Shooting for Detroit.
And he makes both free throws. And Grant, with the idea of league expansion, some have worried in the past that there's not enough talent to go around. You see that?
You know, quite the contrary, B.A. I mean, the league's in a terrific place for talent, and there's definitely the depth for more teams to join the fray.
And the bucket is good.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Inside, here's Booker. Yet another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. Out left to the wing. There's Neesmith with a three. Detroit with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Tyson. He's off on the layup.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness. That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Detroit has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Here's Booker. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. Down low. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Jeffries. Jeffries has got 6 rebounds in the game.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Pass to Booker. Here's the waiter. Thompson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot. Tyson with the bucket. Tyson's got 8 here in this quarter. This Sixers squad is struggling. Here's Rogers.
I can't say this enough. You have to value each possession. He looks like he's trying to force things. He's better when he plays within himself.
To the paint. Here's Jeffries. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
The floater, and he lays it up and in. He's got 34.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
The waiter, pass to Thompson. To the wing, right side. Here's Tyson. You know, for the past few years, Smitty, it's been amazing how deep the talent is in the NBA draft every year.
I love it, B.A., because you're starting to find stars in the second round. Guys who are picked 40, 50 are becoming all-stars, rookie of the year, and winning a lot of awards. I think the talent right now in the world is fantastic.
Now here's Embiid. Defense right on him. 6 on the shot clock. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Thompson with the block. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Murray's checked in for the Sixers.
Your 76er,
Here's the waiter. To the right side. Outside Booker. Here's the waiter. Shot clock at 6. Over Murray. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Yeah, Booker sees how they're defending him and just takes what's there.
You look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
No one near him. Embiid gets the bucket. Detroit has got 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Here's the waiter. Pass to Tyson. And there's the drive. And he gets that one. Tyson's got 14 points here in the second half.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Well, Smitty, at 6'8" with your ball handling ability, you were known for your versatility in your playing days.
I was, B.A. I was drafted as a point guard, but I'd probably be a power forward in today's NBA. It's positionless basketball nowadays for the NBA. Everybody's... to handle and shoot the three.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
No coverage that time.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
Pass to Jeffries. Another possession, another assist.
He's now tied for third all-time in the record books for most assists.
He's been playing all game like he knows exactly when and where to pass the ball. Incredible. Poke loose. Defended by Thompson. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The Pistons shooting the ball at 60%, an excellent average. To the middle. Chandler, the pass to the waiter. Here's Gilliard. It's hauled in by Rogers. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says, and a great win for the Pistons.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And they add to the win column, their 19th victory this year.
And with this victory, they have an edge in the season series at 2-1, with one more game to follow against this team.
And what a huge performance it was for the waiter.
Woo, he put on a clinic tonight. Terrific bit.
And another dime for him.
His passing has just been magician-like all game.
Over and over, he just knows where to find the open man. Now by himself for third most assists in a game all time. To the inside, here's Šarić. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Pass to Tyson. Here's the waiter. Šarić covers. Down low. Here's Chandler. Here's Tyson. 3 seconds left. 20 seconds left to play in the fourth. Clock at 6. Pass to the waiter. The Pistons need to get one up quick. And it's all from three-point range.
Yeah, and this is not what they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and their opponent is at the line.
Personal foul.
No good on that one.
At the line for your Sixers.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type